Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So, you guys saw my loot from 10,000 Arets, hopefully. This is the second on the way to the 120 Slayer. So, yeah, this time around we're doing 1,000 Rune Dragons, which I know I have done a loot video on Rune Dragons in the past, but I wasn't lucky at all during that video, so want another stab at it. So as for the Rune Dragons themselves, you have to have the Ritual of the Majorat and Fate of the Gods quests completed in order to kill them, and you can access them on Kethsea through the World Gate. Now, they're a very simple fight. They are somewhat difficult if you have low gear or low stats or whatever, but they're pretty straightforward. As for the gear you want to have, I'd recommend using ranged, and you want to use Dragonbane bolts or arrows, depending on what your weapon is. It's absolutely required to use Dragonbane ammunition for at least the first phase. I don't think it's required for the other phases, but I would still probably recommend it. It's just easier that way. Yeah, the first phase is simple, not many mechanics. Second phase is it goes in the air and it starts doing another special attack where it shoots out a blue flame, and this is not fully blocked by any anti-fire. Like super anti-fire, you still get damage for it. You can move out of the way if you're fast enough, but honestly, I just tank it. And yeah, because it's in the air, it is immune to melee attacks, so of course, you should just be ranging the entire kill. But the last phase starts at around 22.5k life points. I forgot to mention, the second phase starts at 45k. The last phase is the Enrage Phase, so the longer it takes for you to kill it, the stronger it gets. It essentially gets stronger every single attack, so you want to be very fast, and you want to probably save your thresholds, or at least have an ultimate going when this phase starts, if you are struggling on these guys. They're not too hard or anything, they just take a long time, because they have a lot of HP and a lot of defense. Now, similar to the Arets video last time, if you watched that, this video took a long time to finish. It wasn't a lot of time in terms of playing, but it was done over a long period of time. And yeah, keep in mind, like the Arets video and all the other loot videos we'll be talking about this week or two, I finished this over a very long period of time. It wasn't all just in one session or anything. This was all done over Slayer tasks, so it just took a long time whenever I was doing Slayer. So, as for their drops, I know you guys are coming here for that. They have 4 rare, I guess, unique drops. I mean, one of them is the Visage, which other dragons do have, but during this video, I got 3 Draconic Visages, so I don't know if that's any indication about the rate, but that is what I got. And then the other 3 uniques they have are the boot add-on pieces. So you have the Glaven Wingtip, the Ragefire Gland, and the Steadfast Scale. So it sounds familiar because those are the boot add-ons that you put onto the Glaciate boots. The Glaven, the Ragefire, and the Steadfast boots from Glaciors. So it turns it from a tier 85 tank boot to a tier 90 DPS boot. I wouldn't recommend buying those because they're very expensive. Like, it's only for the top tier, you know, if you want to get the best of the best. I wouldn't recommend it for the average player. But the items themselves are incredibly expensive. Each one is around 20 mil. And speaking of them, you might have seen this in a different video on its own, maybe a couple months ago. I got 3 of these pieces, all of them in one task. So yeah, that task I made like 60 something mil. I got 2 Glaven Wingtips and 1 Steadfast Scale, and it turns out the Ragefire Gland is actually the most expensive right now, so it's unfortunate, but they're all about the same price, so it's whatever. But yeah, that is crazy. 3 in one task, but I would say I was well deserving of that, because on my first loot video back in the day when they first came out, I did 500, I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think I got maybe a Visage or something. Then the 3 drops that you're seeing here were towards the end of this. So I was like, I think 1,400, maybe even 1,500 kills with no pieces. And I think the accepted drop rate is 1 in 512. So that's kind of awful. So I would say I was definitely well deserving of this loot. Additionally, on top of these drops, they do have some rare non-tradable drops like the Kethsea ring, which I think adds DPS to metallic dragons. But it's a very rare drop. I have not gotten it at all in like 1,600 kills. Some of those obviously being outside this loot video, so that's unfortunate. And then finally, I just realized I forgot to mention that there is a chance for an elite Rune Dragon to spawn, and you'll get better loot from it, and it's just a tad bit harder. I would definitely recommend killing them if you get one of them, because those have a chance of dropping the Kethsi outfit scroll, which is apparently a 1 in 200 drop rate from the Elite Dragons only. So it takes a lot of kills on Rune Dragons to get them. The outfit scroll, it's just a cosmetic outfit, but it's very important if you want to go get the Master Quest cape, because it is a requirement. And yeah, keep in mind, getting Elite Rune Dragons and the outfit scroll is possible off task. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Rune Dragons. A lot of people like these tasks. I enjoy them, but I don't really do them all that often because they just are such a commitment. Like, if you get 60 kills, that's probably going to take around an hour. Sorry, I smacked my keyboard. So let's hop over to the loot and see what they're all about. Okay, as you can see, they drop a lot of Dragon and Runite equipment, as well as 1,000 Dragon Bones, which these are reinforced Dragon Bones. If you're unaware, they changed the name when the Gemstone Dragons came out. They are no longer Rune Dragon Bones. They are reinforced, so just keep that in mind. The adamant ones are hardened, I believe. If you're looking for them on the G, that's what they are. And then 1,000 of the rune bars came from the actual automatic rune bar drop you get every kill, and then you get like some on the side, so that's where the extra came from. You do get a lot of rune ore drops as well, and then I got a bit of that and coal from Spring Cleaner as usual. So yeah, they have a lot of big ticket items, and as you can see, these boot upgrades, each one is like 20 mil. That's gonna be a lot of money. And as for the charms, they do drop 4 at a time, and Crimson, it looks like, is the most common. So not the best charms, but it adds up, I guess. That's pretty much it for the Rune Dragons. Let's actually see how much it's worth. It's gonna be a lot of money. Alright, that is nice to see. 120 mil, so slightly better than the Eret's last loot video. Not too much different, but I mean, again, a lot of this money is dictated by the rare drops. If I got no luck on these 1,000 kills, then I would have gotten half of what I got here. So, as I said, the drop rate of these boot upgrades is 1 in 512. So you could say I was a bit lucky on this video, but keep in mind, I was super dry, so definitely wanted to see that. Yeah, I mean, this is a lot of money, guys. This is a lot of money. And I can see why a lot of people enjoy these Rune Dragon tasks. Okay, it's time to look at the experience rates and all that kind of stuff. So, again, keep in mind I did all of these on tasks, so I did get Slayer experience, and it is based on having a Slayer helm. Now, from the 1,000 kills, I got 4.2 million ranged experience, 1.4 mil HP, and around 2 million Slayer. Not too shabby, I'd say, but it did take around, I'd say 16 hours, and that is a rough estimate, because some hours I'd get less than 60 per hour, and other hours I'd go really ham and get more. So I think 16 is a good benchmark. So seeing that rate, it was around 260,000 ranged experience per hour, 88,000 HP, and 125k Slayer. The experience here isn't all that great, honestly. I may have said it was good earlier in the video, but other tasks are definitely better experience. But you saw the money. You saw how good it was. Assuming you got no boot pieces at all, and just looking at my normal loot, including the visages, it was around 4 mil an hour, which is pretty freaking good. 4 mil an hour consistent. That's the thing. Consistent. With a chance of making even more. Considering I got the 3 items, if you add that in there, that's 8 mil per hour. Well, actually 7.5 mil an hour. Sorry. 7.5 mil an hour is just crazy good money on a Slayer task. That is why people say Rune Dragons are really, really good. If anything, though, it was definitely interesting to see what I would get from the 1,000 kills, because I was really disappointed from the first loot video that I did when they first came out. So it was really nice to get something out of it, you know? But again, I didn't get any of the other drops. Like, I didn't get the ring, and I didn't get any of the outfit scroll pieces. Alright, actually, I think it's just one outfit scroll. So yeah, I didn't get that or the ring. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Rune Dragons. If you want to talk to me in-game, join my friends chat, fatnooblet. Also, check my links in the description where you can find my Twitch, where I do my live streams, my Twitter, my Patreon, and my Discord server. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.